So welcome. What took you so long? Well, bottom line is you're here right now, and what we want to do is we want to make good on that promise. We want to share with you some of the ways that Jen was able to actually get funding, some of the ways that we fund our apprentices deals, and the reason why we're looking for more people that we can invest in to obviously make more money together as a whole. Check this out. So let's get right down to it. What I want to go through with you right now is some funding options, some choices that you have out there to be able to actually get capital for doing deals. And you know what? I'm going to go through the pros and cons of each one, and then I'm going to give you the best solution possible at the end. So make sure you watch. It's only a few moments. I've got some great content for you. The first option is traditional financing. So obviously you can go to a bank, you can get a loan, you can get a mortgage. The problem is with that is all the red tape. That's the biggest issue. The time that goes into being able to actually get qualified for a loan. You got to have great credit. You got to be in a position where you have some assets, you've got good history, you've got some income documents there. There's a lot of red tape. In order to get a loan these days, you have got to have stellar credit and really just be an exceptional individual financially speaking. In many cases, you wouldn't even be going to the bank if you had the resources that you needed. So it's kind of a sticky situation and it can be difficult. So traditional financing is not the best choice for you. Another alternative is personal securities. So basically that's borrowing from yourself, whether you've got some stocks, bonds, mutual funds, you've got some money tucked away in your savings account, a checking account, you've got some type of asset that you can liquidate and borrow from. A lot of people don't realize that if you have a property and you have equity, you can actually withdraw some of that equity and go and do real estate with it. A lot of people that we work with don't realize that that's a viable option. So that is something that can happen, but if you're not working with 30, 40, 50, 200, $500,000 in your bank account, or even more than that, then obviously that might not be an option for you. The third thing is hard money. And hard money is exactly what it sounds like. It's not easy to get. First off, a lot of hard money lenders have evaporated since the credit crunch, since the market collapse, but they are still out there. But with hard money, what they really want to see is experience level. They want to see that if you're borrowing money for a rehab project, whatever it may be, that you've done it many times before. They don't really like to lend to new people, and obviously the rates, the carrying costs involved with just getting the money is extremely high. The reality is this, though. If you got to use hard money to close a deal, it's a great option to use because it's going to make you profit, all right? Maybe not as much as you'd like, but when you're beginning out, it is an option there for you. The fourth thing is transactional funding. Now, transactional funding, the best thing about that, it's used for a transaction. So a quick flip, if you need the money for a few minutes, for maybe a day or two, then you can use it usually. The great benefit about it is they do 100% financing. The only problem is a lot of deals you're doing will require you to have funds for more than just a day or two. You're going to need the money more than just for closing. You're going to need it to maybe do some work on the property, to rehab it, to hold on to it for some time. Transactional funding will not help you out there. But again, for a quick term, it's a great option. The next is private money, and I love private money. It's definitely my favorite out of all of them. And the way that private money works is it's really just a private investor who has some capital that sees that there's some profit to be made in the deal. You partner together, they put up the capital for it, you do the legwork, you do whatever is necessary, and obviously once the deal is done, you split up the money. So there are a lot of private money lenders out there. A private money lender could be your neighbor, it could be your mother, it could be your sister, it could be a friend, a business partner, it could be anyone that believes enough in the deal that they're going to invest in it. Now for us in our system, we actually have over, and this is going to sound like a crazy number, but over 13,000, that's right, over 13,000 private money lenders that have come to us, people that have a net worth of at least $2 million that have a desire to invest their money within real estate. A big reason why we're even making this video now is that we need more people to make contact with these private money lenders, form the relationship so we can obviously expand on what we've been doing for almost a decade now. Now, another option, which happens to be, out of all of them, I know I said private money was my favorite, I think this one trumps private money, and it's going to be your best option when you're starting out doing real estate. It's called a strategic partnership. The most beautiful thing about it, it's a win-win, and everyone uses that term, but let me explain why it really pertains to a strategic partnership. It's when you're working with someone who stands to gain and will only gain if the deal closes. That person will put up the capital for the transaction like a private money lender, but the big difference between a strategic partnership and a private money lender is the fact that the strategic partner is already a savvy investor, is already educated, is already experienced, and you'll be working with that partner side by side as you're doing the deal. The biggest benefit there is the obvious one. The simple fact that, of course, you're going to close a deal, you'll get money in your pocket, you'll make some serious profit, that's great income there, but what's more important than the money is the education, the experience, and the knowledge that you're going to get from working with that person who's savvy and experienced. You know, you can't put a price tag on that. That's something that's priceless. So what we're giving you right now is an opportunity to become one of our strategic partners. That means we'll put up the capital. You'll be able to leverage our experience, our contacts, our know-how, our background, our connections, everything we already have in-house, all of our methods, our strategies, everything that we do, all of our techniques to be able to close deals with us. And we know that we're only going to make a profit if we can both. That's right, only if both of us can get to the closing table and get that fat check in our hand. But I do want to stress that this is not some get-rich-quick. This is not some overnight pie-in-the-sky type of situation. It requires hard work, dedication, effort, and some serious, serious persistence. So what I ask that you do now is just take a look at the information down below, and you know what? Let me bring the team back. We got something else we want to share with you.
Wow, that was amazing.
I really hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for that, Jen. It's just the little things that really make sense is what we do on our side. And Darius, why don't you actually let them know what's gonna go on?
Exactly. Well, here's the reality. We're looking for people who can leverage what we already have in-house. Our capital, our experience, our contacts that we have, our strategies, our methods, our systems, all of that. We're hoping that maybe you can be that person. Now, listen, it's not about being able to have all this experience. It's not about closing $20 million worth of real estate. It's not about that at all. It's really about having desire, drive, persistence, and the passion that's going to push you towards actually closing deals and being a good fit for us. Now, we are selective, but that right there is our criteria. That's what we're looking for. And here's the opportunity that I'm going to give you right now. If you fit those needs, so you're driven, hungry, motivated, you have passion, you have a desire to actually do something within real estate, if you felt comfortable that if you already had the funding sources there, if you had deals coming in, if you had buyers, if you had a system in place, you would be able to leverage that and close deals, well then we've got an opportunity for you. We want you to go down below right now, fill out that form, and I know when I speak for Hugo and Jen and myself right now, I can say this, that I give you our word that we will not share that information with anyone. That information is only going to be used because one of us or one of our internal investors is going to give you a call, just have a quick conversation. And that call is going to be about having you come meet with us face to face, come and hanging out with us. We have a good time, don't we, guys?
Absolutely.
Come hang out with us, party with us, and really we want to just kind of have a conversation and make sure that we're a good fit, things gel. And if that's the case, we're going to take you into our company, have you be like Jen, leveraging what we already have in-house, closing deals, and a type of partnership, a strategic partnership, and really just making more money all around. So that's what we've got in store for you. Make sure you go down below, fill out that form, and take a look at all the information down there, and we look forward to seeing you. In fact, I know that we're going to see you very, very, very soon.
See you soon.